Happy birthday, America. Today is July 4th, and I'm going to give you a very quick garden tour. Start with, I have two Happy birthday, America. Today is July 4th, 2026. I'm going to give you a very quick garden tour. We're going to start off with these apple trees. I bought two Honeycrisp apple trees from Menards, so we'll see how they do. They're pretty small. They were very affordable. I don't know what the rootstock is, so 40 bucks. Can't beat that. Gonna go back here to, this is where the main garden was last year. And last year was the last year that I will garden anything outside of a fence. The deer just ruined everything. So I had 4 boxes here, and we moved them to the back. Next up on the right, I have 3 boxes. There's potatoes in them, but they don't get quite enough sun here. So I think I'm gonna dig these 3 boxes up and use the lumber to make a new box in the back. Next up, I'll show you the tomato garden. So this is just the extra fence from the garden in the back. And right now I'm using that and 1 cattle panel. Here's my makeshift gate. This is all kind of just temporary, but it's working. And the tomatoes grow okay in here. This is not an ideal spot because of this large tree. Not only does it take a lot of sun, it's taking nutrients from the tomatoes, but I mean, we still do okay here. So I have 3 boxes with 4 tomato plants each, and this year we have watermelon. That's a beefsteak. And the chickens are... So I did plant some marigolds and herbs in between each tomato, and I am going to continue to do that. This needs to be weeded, and I need another layer of mulch, but they're doing okay. I'll show you the tomato varieties. This is Bing Cherry. I think next year I'm going to try and do at least half hybrids, just because, hopefully we can avoid this. This is a beefsteak. So every one of these tomatoes is an heirloom this year. I think this one is Fireworks. And we're starting to get a few tomatoes, not a ton. See if we can, got one. Can you see that? No. And I am using the rainwater for the tomatoes because I have to, because my well water has too much iron. But I just have this hooked up, and it's enough of a height difference where it just comes out slowly. I don't have to walk to the rain barrels, and I just fill up these watering cans. We got about an inch of rain last night, so I don't think I'm gonna have to water this week. Big rainbow. Got some dill here. It's another watermelon. No tomatoes on there yet. Red pear, there's a few. This one, Aunt Ruby's German green. That's a must for me. I love having a green ripe tomato, and then the orange yellow stripey of the, what is it? The other one. Rainbow, big rainbow. See, we have a massive problem with creeping Charlie here. I'm not sure what we're gonna do about that. Abe Lincoln. Another beefsteak. This is the only Roma. It's a Jersey Devil. And then Mystery. So yeah, tomatoes are doing okay. Chickens are just hanging out. We got a pretty big mulberry tree here. I cut a lot of it down yesterday. This is the area that I made for lettuce, and there is nothing growing in here. So I started everything from seed directly out here. I thought that would work better. And the problem is that the weed pressure is so bad, I think from possibly the trees. I don't know, there's a lot of trees here. I mean, there's trees everywhere. So everything just got choked out. And I guess I'm gonna have to just start plants until they get big enough, and then just keep a mulch down. But I can start the plants in here. And then I do have my misters on a timer for when it gets hot. So there's still time to do another round of lettuce this year. We'll get around to that. Now we're gonna head to the back, the main garden where I moved everything. And you're gonna see that it's not looking that great. We have tons of wild raspberries here, a lot. I do wanna eventually get some of the other non-wild raspberries planted in the back eventually. But I'll take these. So this is pretty far away. This is something I've been working on for about 5 years. So this is welded wire fence, 6 foot tall. It's basically the cheapest fence that I could find in order to get the job done. And it's called welded wire because it's just wires welded together. It's not however else they make fence. So you can't tighten it or it'll break. And I did put the posts, there's about half as many as you're supposed to have. They're about twice as far apart as they should be. But this cost me $500 and I just didn't want to spend more than that. So it is what it is. So all 4 of those boxes that were in the front, I moved back here, and all the dirt. And that was an incredible amount of work for one person to do, just moving the dirt with a wheelbarrow. And these boxes are really heavy. And I did figure out that I need to put cardboard underneath the wood chips because the weeds are so bad. However, This area over here just got out of control. We have beets that should be ready. Ooh, I think maybe a little bit longer. Not looking too bad. Here I have beets and peas. I think the peas are done. I think it got too hot. We can try one. These are not snap peas, they're snow peas. They're so good, we should probably pick them today. So over here is a box made out of block that has potatoes in it and mostly weeds. So the idea is I was gonna build waist height boxes out of these free block I got, and that's no longer gonna happen in this area. I'm gonna probably do that back here somewhere. So I would like to possibly put another one of these type of boxes over here, and then I really like this. I took something else apart and reconstructed it for a waist height box along the fence, and it's working good. And maybe I can put another one of those or two over there. I've only got 2 cucumbers so far, and the plants look great. I don't know, I think we're not getting enough pollinators back here. I'm not sure what's going on. There's a lot of flowers. No cucumbers hiding. So these were planted early in the season before I had all 4 of these boxes back here. So I kind of rushed it and did it wrong. Like there is all sorts of different things mixed in here, and it just got away from me. I put melons on the corner. We don't have any melons yet. I put carrots in the middle, and now it's almost impossible to fit them. It looks like we got a zucchini here. Let that go a few more days. So they're in here. We have summer squash, just some random gourds, I think this is. I put some pole beans in these buckets here. Then I have some back there. Rabbit. So you can see that this is a giant mess, and we're not going to get a whole lot of produce this year, but that's okay. My goal is to get this completed before winter. Corn's looking nice. See, the corn's looking okay back there. I am going to do an experiment starting today. It involves these tomato seeds, so look for that video sometime this fall. So if you're struggling like my garden, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Just keep trying, and eventually you'll have everything set up. So all you have to do is just plant and eat without all the work. But you got to do the work first. Monty, are you having a fun time? You having a fun time outside? Forgot to show you, I have one tall raised bed from Epic Gardening. We bought it on sale. So I think we got this for 200 bucks. It's pretty easy to put together, just time consuming, a lot of screws. And also, I found a place where I can get compost loaded in my truck. I can only get half a yard, but if I'm in the area anyways, half a yard of good quality compost for $17. Can't beat that.